So the video gonna be about who really ruined the NBA. I've seen Rob Parker say that about Steph Curry, and I shake my head because without players, you have nothing to talk about. Steph Curry did not ruin the NBA; he changed the game. Um, you can make a case and say that his style eliminated position players, and everybody had to learn how to shoot three. But basketball is a cardiovascular. You have to use a lot of oxygen when you use a lot of. So the wind and how strong in your breathing and techniques, he just was able to condition himself well. That's kind of like how Tiger Woods did with golf. You know, made you step your game up, hit the weight room, hit the ball longer. Hey, somebody comes along, they found a way to get things done their way. You can't find fault with that. Just like Stephen A. Smith came out and said Michael Jordan wrecked the NBA. Well, he was a great talent, and the Bulls did not have a supporting cast. But then again, Larry Bird with Boston, it took a while for Parrish and McHale to come into their own. He did win a chip with Cedric Maxwell and Tiny Bar Archibald and Mr. Pete when he came into the Celtics, and Rick Roby as his center, Chris Ford, but ML Carr too. But it was a different era. Magic Johnson had Kareem and Jamal Wilson on Nixon, and then but it was different. Jordan's thing was that it was tied in because he was a great player, but also because it was tied in corporately. But the person who really ruined the NBA, which they don't want to talk about because this they zaddy and they got to kiss the white ring, is David Stern to Adam Silver. That's who ruined the NBA. David Stern, when the Dream Team spanked the world, he's almost like he had pity pat and pretty sorry for the rest of the world and said, well, we got to bring them in. So in the process, that's how, and I'm not saying European players are a bad thing for the NBA because there's been some great ones. Obviously, Dirk Nowitzki, Peja Stojakovic, and um, Petrovic, the one who died with Jersey, was going to be something. He was going to be something. Arvidas Sabonis would have been something. There's a few that come to mind where I say, without a doubt, those cats peak and prime would have been something. They were legit, you know. And Luka Doncic, they got a lot rolling with him. If you want to say Tim Duncan, Elijah one, you can go on. So Giannis, the best player going to the NBA today, Giannis. So, but there was an agenda to Euro and whitewash the NBA from across the pond to make everybody get along. Then they changed the zone rules. They took out pick and roll. They took out low posting. Shaq went through it when he couldn't. How they took that out. They took a lot. They even go with Carmelo Stockton. They took that out. They made it more distance. The thing is, Steph Curry and then James Harden with the Euro steps and all that, they still found a way to beat them at their own game. But if you're gonna get mad at anybody for ruining the NBA, you better start with David Stern and Adam Silver. Those are the culprits who wrecked the NBA because they whitewashed the product. They wanted more acting. They wanted more of this. Whatever they want, they get. So if you watch sports, if they want more offense, they get more offense. You want to know how they do it? They call the game a certain way. They let them refs call things that you think you're not seeing. Sometimes you got to sit there and think, I got Stevie Wonder glass on. Did I see what I thought I saw? Those are the ones who wrecked it, not individual players. Players don't wreck the game. Players can change the game, and if they're good enough or they're great enough, they add something. But they don't. They don't have no say about the way things go, except for the commissioners. Those are the ones. And you see, I always talk about privilege and white. David Stern, Adam Silver got what they want. The reason why I point out to David Stern, the late David Stern, is this. This turkey was quoted back in 2004 saying if I had my way, it'd be LA versus LA, Shaq against Kobe in the finals. He said that out of his own mouth. They push an agenda. Push an agenda. None of this is by accident. You watch the NBA, you really think you gonna sit there and watch? Oh, let me pick two teams I can pick on. Who I want to pick on for a finals? Let's see if a dream finals would feature Minnesota versus Milwaukee or Memphis versus Milwaukee. Ja Morant's about ready to take over from Memphis, and Giannis, the baddest player. You catch the lingo of cats like Stephen A. and them downplaying because they're not in the happening, sexy town. These things is fixed, but they're done by the powers that be. So when Tim Donahue, the referee who got busted for fixing games, and David Stern want to call him a felon and call him all that, well, ask him. So yeah, that might be all true, but I worked for you, and you wanted certain people to shine. That ain't by accident. People be pointing the energy at the wrong place. It's the commissioners. It's the ones who call them the real shots. Not no players. Not the broadcast. Not Skip Bayless. Not Shannon Sharp. Not Stephen A. Smith. It's the commissioner. That's what he want. It's the NBA that he want. That's the problem. Watered down league. Bad parody, which ain't really no parody. Because Boston wouldn't be in the finals if there was real parody. They get all the action, all that smoke that they want. Boston had to go to the finals against teams, aside from Brooklyn, but Brooklyn is happening now because of Kevin Durant. But he's a made man with a ring, so is Kyrie Irving with a ring. Had to go through people who've had success. Think about that. Think about that. Look at that setup. And in the West, Steph Curry went against Denver against the MVP, Jokic. No one talks about in Denver. Ja Morant, Memphis coming up. Luka Doncic coming. You see how this thing kind of flows? It almost seems like it's a fix. You got issue, you better talk to Adam Silver, because it was David Stern before that. Please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts and comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for one another, and stop blaming the players or blaming the announcers. This is what the powers that be want that league to be. I'm out.